Hello my friends, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and today we're going to work on scrapbook challenge number 8. This is a sketch challenge we do over on the Craft with Julie Facebook group. If you're not part of the group, you can find the link down below, and every 2 weeks I post a scrapbook sketch and also a card sketch, and then if you participate, you have a chance to win a prize. So it's kind of something fun that we do over there. So I'm going to use this sketch to scrapbook a photo because we have a nice big photo in the center. This picture was from a team meeting a couple weeks ago, actually here at the clubhouse in my neighborhood. It's like where I do my crops, and it's just a fun big open space, and so we tend to have our team meetings there as well. And we took a photo of all of us that were there, and we had these beautiful blooms behind us, and these ladies are wearing some fun purples and pinks and blacks, and it reminded me of this collection right here. This is called, let me grab the little piece, Lovely Garden, the DSP, and I love this pattern right here. We also have some fun, more muted patterns, so you can definitely layer different patterns onto this page to make it quick and easy. And then let me flip it over, and so you can see there's other options on the back side. I really like this one and this purple, and you could definitely go with a darker black, but I think I'll stick with the more white. And I'm also going to bring in some of the cardstock colors that match, and I love to keep this sheet that comes with the designer series paper because it tells me what colors match. So we have the black, of course, blueberry bushel, crushed curry, garden green, fresh freesia, and melon mambo. So I can go to my cardstock and pull those and decide which ones I want to use for accents on this page. So stay tuned and we'll see where this page goes. Okay, so I am ready to get started. I have some cut pieces. I have a title that I love. It goes along with my photo, and some other fun things that I will show you as we go along. And I will share measurements as well. But I'm going to start with a black piece of cardstock as my base. Now, if you want to save a little bit of cardstock, you can gut this out, just cut out the center. But I'm gonna leave it as is for now. I'm gonna stick this up here so I can see. And I have cut that really pretty floral paper that I love, and I have cut this at 6 inches by 11.5, and I'm going to add it to the top. But I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge around. I like to have a border on my scrapbook pages instead of just having them straight on. So let's leave about a 1/2 inch of an edge around. Okay, and then I chose this paper because I love this one. And it is 5 by 11.5. So I'm going to add that right underneath. And add that right there. Okay, so I do have a little bit of space down here, but in the sketch they have these darker pieces. So I cut some of the, I think it's garden green pattern, and so I'm going to add a strip down at the bottom right there. So that will leave our 1/2 inch around. Make sure I get that buddied up there. Okay, and then I will add the other 1/2 inch. Did I say how big this one was? It is a 1/2 inch by 11.5. And I'm going to add it just right here across that seam. Okay, so that's kind of the base. And then we have our photo. And I wanted a nice matte, and so I cut this at 5 by 7. And I'm going to add this about right here. Now I am going to do a little bit of creative, let me scooch this up just a little bit. There we go. So about a ½ inch below this line right here. I am going to do a little bit of creative journaling because I wanted the photo and the title to kind of pop out without having journaling. So I have matted my photo on black and white, and then I cut this little tag out of, let me bring it in here, this one right here. It is called the Birthday Celebration Dies. So there's this one right here. It has these just really fine little dots around that. And I also cut a couple tassels out of coordinating pattern paper. And I'm going to create a pocket for my journaling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of guesstimate where I want that to be. And then I'm going to flip it around just like that. And then add my dimensionals. And I should have grabbed another, let's see. Oh, I have this one right here. So this is actually close to my heart's 3D foam, but you can do this with Stampin' Up's dimensionals as well. So to make this pocket, I'm going to just make a little bit of a, kind of like a box around this. So that will sit right there. And you can easily slip it in and out. Oh, just like that. And let me add a little bit of 3D foam in other spots just to pop up that photo a little bit. And I've seen this done. My friend Jessica has done this before, so I'm crossing my fingers I remembered how to do it correctly, and we will see. So hopefully when we're all said and done, this can just easily slide in and out. So let's pull these off. Stampin' Up does have some strips of 3D foam as well. I just had this sitting on my desk, so that's what we're going to use. So I have my cute little pocket for my journaling. And then I will add this to the front. And then we should be able to just put that in there and see it just stops right there. So perfect. Okay, so I took the little tassels that were from that same die cut set. It's that right here. And I cut 2 of them out of the Freesia pattern paper. I lost my words for a minute. I'm going to attach them on each other. And kind of mess these up just a little bit so it looks like it's a tassel. And then I'm going to attach it right on top of this tag. Just like that. Isn't that cute? Fun little thing. And then we can add other things to that as well. So let's move down to these little guys, the little dovetails. So I cut a couple pieces out of that Freesia same pattern paper right here. So let's dovetail those. And to do that, I just snip up the center and go from edge to edge and meet in the middle. And I didn't really measure these per se. I just took a piece that I had on my desk, but this measures 1 by 2.5. So I figured it was going to be tucked in, so no one was going to really see how long it is or not. Okay, so I have those 2, and then this one is this 1.5 by 2.5, and this is the Melon Mambo. And I felt like I wanted a little texture, and so I took the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder and just ran them through my machine. And you can choose which side you want. I like when the little lines pop up, so that's what I'm going to choose. And I'm going to dovetail these as well. And the same, just snip up the center and then meet in the middle. And then this one as well. So this page is going together so quick and easy. So fun, and I love the colors. I'm so happy that I found this pattern to go along with this photo. Okay, so I'm gonna do the larger one first, and it shows it overlapping this one right here, but I think I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. So let's go ahead and add this one, and I want to make sure it's going to be on the 5.5 because I'm going to need to do that on the other side. I could take a T-square ruler, which I have sitting right here, and that will help me out as well. So I have, make sure I have this on straight. Okay, is that 5.5? All right, and I can just scooch that right underneath there. And this one is actually squampus, I think. Let me scooch this a little bit. Okay. All right, and then we can do the same with this one, this beautiful light purple. And I'm going to actually scoot this in a little bit further. So if I need to cut that down to fit, I can. And add that right there. I'll just cut a little bit off while I'm at it. And use my T-square ruler to line it up on the other side. It's kind of hard because that middle is popped up, but I think I got it. There we go. So now we have our little tags, just like that. And then we have our title. I found this on my Cricut. It says dream and create. I first thought of doing like friends or something like that, and I just couldn't find one that I really liked. But then I came across this one and I was like, this is perfect for a team meeting. Our team likes to get together every couple of months, and we love to create, and so I thought the dream and create would be a perfect title for our event. And let me see what else. Oh, okay, so I was going through my stamps and stuff, and I just didn't have any flowers that really matched. And so I looked at the pattern paper and I saw these nice big florals that I could cut out. So I cut out a bunch of them, and I can add them to my page super easy. So let me grab some 3D foam for these as well. Let me grab this one. So yes, there we go. So some of these ladies I have been friends with for 20 plus years. And so it is definitely a family affair. When we switched over to Stampin' Up, a lot of them, we all stuck together and created this fun team. My team is actually called Team Pivot, kind of like the Friends, you know, in the Friends show where Ross is that scene where he's taking the couch up the stairs and he keeps yelling pivot. It's just kind of a funny thing. When we were switching over to Stampin' Up, that was like the theme, is to pivot. And I love Friends, and I thought that would be perfect for us. We have to pivot in how we do things, and we're all friends. So that's how I got my team name. We used to be Creative Crew, but there was already one of those in Stampin' Up, so I had to switch my name. And then, oh, this one's not coming off. So anyway, so that's our team name, and we have so many fun ladies it's just a good time every time we get together. We also have quite a few ladies that are not in the area, and so we always send them the project instructions so they can create along with us too. And I can't remember if I did it this way. I'm just gonna lightly hold that really quick because I'm not sure. I wanted to add this one as well, or do I want to do it down here maybe a little bit? But Stampin' Up! Is actually doing a fun special starting in May. If you want to join Stampin' Up! Or our team, you can for, they have a special starter kit, and that's going to start on May 6th. So if you want more information about that, just go down below and sign up for my newsletter, and I'll send out more information about that coming up on May 6th. So super fun. Okay. I love when they do a special to sign up because it's just fun to have creative friends and get a good deal, right? Okay, so I have these little guys, and I think I want to add them in here as well. So just add some glue on the back. Okay, and then this little guy. And down here. Okay, so we have that fun things. And I think the last thing we need to do, let's see, we've got all the things. We have our different layers. And let's add some accents. So I rummaged through my accents and I found these natural matte dots. And I'm like, these will work perfect. They have the white and the black. It's definitely a theme to this page. And I think I want to add a little dot right there on the tassel, but I don't know if I want it to be white or black. I think maybe I'll just do a white one. Okay. And then we have a couple more we could add. Let's add a couple white ones, maybe over here. I like to do a few sizes. So we have the small and the medium, and then I'll do like a small over here. And I wish I had the small blacks. I must have used them on a different project. Okay, and then we can add some down here. Hard to see them, but it does add a little bit. And then one over there. Okay, I think this page is done. Again, this is one of our, or it's actually sketch challenge number 8. So you can actually go back and check out our other sketch challenges. This won't be up for another week or so. So you can go in on the Craft with Julie Facebook group and check out the sketches and play along with this. So I think I really like. So this is our little pocket and our cutouts that made it super simple and easy to accent our title. And I will actually put a link to all the supplies I use below if you'd like to recreate this page. It was super fast and easy put together. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.